Hello and welcome to Meghalaya Legislative Assembly channel. I'm your host Garen. Elections are just around the corner, and through this program we bring you leaders of different political parties to share insight into these parties that are fielding candidates for the upcoming Meghalaya Assembly elections. To share insight into the People's Democratic Front, we have with us the working president of the PDF, Sir Bante Dorlingda, who is also a cabinet minister in the MDA government. He will be contesting to retain his seat from Maukundrong constituency. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today. So my first question is something that a lot of young voters might be interested about. Sir, can you tell us about the PDF and what is the PDF's political ideology, sir?
Well, thank you. See, I think nobody knows much about the party. We formed this party the last 5-6 years back in 2017. But before that also we already started to mobilize the leaders of the different area of the state as well from Shillong. So PDF is the People Democratic Front. We formed this party for the interests of the people of the state, to safeguard the indigenous tribe all over the states.
Sir, can you tell us what makes the PDF different from other regional political parties in Meghalaya, sir?
No, there is not much different from the other regional party of the state. But I've already told you, because of that incident which occurred in 2014, the Honorable High Court, they struck the power or function of the headman in our state. So which at that point of time, some of our friends also, we are in the KHADC as MDC. So we feel that we should do something, how to bring some laws which to protect the interests of the people of the state, especially for the tribal of the state, which we see it has to be, otherwise one day we'll be facing a lot of problem with regarding the laws from the centers. And the thing is, why we formed this party, it's a very important, I'll tell you, at least people also they should know, because this is the thing which we know. Once the law, if they can not allow our people to move freely, or to what they have to do for the right of the citizen of the state, especially this kind of function by the headman all over the state.
Yes, sir. So coming to elections, so what do you think of the PDF's prospects this time, sir?
See, PDF, they have been doing well. Last election 2018, we have been elected 4 members to the assembly. But this time also, I'll tell you, by looking at, I'm not talking about myself, but as a party, as an individual, if you see for the last 5 years, the PDF, they have been doing well. And because of which my portfolio I'm holding is been given to me, agriculture and sports, which we see in this MDA government, they have been doing so much for the people of the state. If you talk about the sports, if you talk about the agriculture, we have done so much. Because of these two things, portfolio, 2 department, it seemed like, this MDA government also, they have been, people they have been talking about. Because we don't have any controversy till now, which both the department, they are doing well, I'll tell you. If you see, after many years, we have, bring back and revive back the Meghalaya game, which after a gap of 17 years. So this is the first time ever that we can host a Northeast Olympic, which everybody in the state, and especially the people of the Northeast, they are really appreciate what we have done. So this is from sports department. If you talk about the agriculture also, we have done so much. Lagadang turmeric, and you see the orange also, this Khasi mandarin we call, we have been sending outside. GI tag is there, and we have been done so much for the people of the state, especially in both this department.
Sir, of the 4 sitting MLAs who were elected, sir, 2 of the sitting MLAs left the party, sir. So do you think this will have an impact on the party?
Not at all, I'll tell you, not at all, because by looking at right now in the field, where the both MLA was been joining other party, it seemed they are very weak. So, but for the PDF, I'll tell you, we hope at least another 7 or 8 seats will get this time, because we are contesting only 15 to 20, which we already announced 8 seats. But I think by this first week we'll announce another whatever we left. So I hope that this time we'll do well, because the people, they have realized and they have appreciate what we have done. I told you about these 2 departments which we are doing very well, and I believe the people of the state also, they want to support our party.
So as a party, do you have a vision for the state, sir?
See, as a party, we believe that we want to see also the state of Meghalaya should be, generate revenue by themselves. See, it's very potential state, I'll tell you. If you talk about the tourism, you talk about minerals, it's already here. See other states like Maharashtra, West Bengal and Tamil Nadu, they are not depending from the central fund. But we as a small state, till now we are depending fund from the center. That's why I'll tell you, it's a very much potential, but we have to tap. We have to have some kind of system or the policy for the people that we need. Otherwise, we have to go and beg from time to time, year to years, whatever, from the center. But I'll tell you, we have very much potential. If you talk about minerals, if you talk about the agriculture sector, if you talk about tourism, we have very much. Tourism is the main, I'll tell you. But we have to have a policy which we can really help the people of the state, especially for the youth.
What is the PDF taking to the people, sir, this time around? What are your main highlights in your agenda, in your manifesto?
No, actually, that they have till now they are preparing for the manifesto. But that let the time come. I think all of you will get everything will be giving to the people as a citizen of the state what we have to do, what we are going to do also. Preparation for the manifesto is very good, I'll tell you. People, they will love it.
Yes, sir. So talking about post-elections, we see that in Meghalaya, usually elections are fractured mandates. So what is your expectation for this election, and is the party has an agreement for a post-election alliance with any party, sir?
No. Till now, we don't have any alliance. We don't have any discussion with other political party. But we will wait after the result come out. Then we will decide.
So what of your party's relationship with other regional parties, sir?
It's very good. It's very good. We have a mutual understanding. And let's see. Because, to comment anything, to say anything right now, it's not appropriate for me also. But we will wait for the right time too.
Yes, sir. So there is a trend in the state of anti-incumbency, especially towards the ruling dispensation, sir. So what do you think of anti-incumbency?
Yes, there is, because there is so many issues with prevailing for the people to, not happy at all. But this is happen in every government, but especially this time, I don't know, but wherever I go, the anti-incumbency is very much all over the state. So I don't want to say anything right now, but let's see. I think people, they understand. They are the people. The people, they know how to vote for the person or vote for the party. It depends on the people. But we accept the mandate of the people.
So is it true that in Meghalaya, the people vote for the candidate, not for the party, sir? How do you think this is true?
Yeah, because if you're looking by the voters of each constituency, there is about 36, 40,000. It's not like in the plain area in outside northeast. People, they vote for the party because the voter is in one constituency. It's about 3 lakhs, 2 lakhs something. It's very difficult also to meet the candidate also. But here people, they meet the candidate and they know who he is and what they are doing. So it's different. It's very much different. But anti-incumbency right now, it's different. Not like those last 10, 15 years back. But this time it's very much different. It's starting to see not only for the party, not only for the candidate, but the people they want to judge. It's depend. That's why the electoral, the voters, they understand. It seems because the pulse of the people, wherever I go, I think from your side also as a media, I think you know all this. But from our side also as a party, we have done some survey also. We see like, there is starting to change their mind, because of the it's very much anti-incumbency of this NPP-led government.
Sir, speaking of voting and elections in Meghalaya, there are comments that in Meghalaya, money and muscle power play a very big role in elections. Sir, is it true, and to what extent do you think this is true, sir?
See, I'll tell you, this is it's a talk of the town, and talk of the people of the state also all over the state because of that. But as a person, which I've contested election for, this is the second time, I've seen, especially in rural area or in Shillong also, it's not about money and muscle power, I'll tell you. Because you have to be, if you want to be leaders, you have to know how to meet the people, to listen to people. That is the basic thing. But people also, they won't ask anything from the person which they didn't want to vote. That is number one. And which people also, they understand what kind of person we should elect. Yes, some party, some individual, they trying to use the money and muscle. But I'll tell you, I think from now on, this election, down the line to maybe another 5-10 years coming, it will be, a change, very much change, because people now, they understand. If we vote for money, then after the election, the MLA, it will be disappear. So it will be coming again before the election. If we vote for the right person, we vote for the person which really want to serve the people, then he will be with you for the whole 5 years. So this is the thing which people start to understand. So whatever you ask regarding this, what the question you ask, money and muscle power, yes, it's there, but not much, I'll tell you, not much.
Sir, my last question for you, sir, is in Meghalaya, do you think a government can be formed without a national party, sir?
That is a very interesting question. But I think you have seen last 15 years. I don't want to talk about the last 20 years, 25 years. But this last 15 years, you have seen the government here. It's a, coalition government. Most of the time, it's coalition government. And why is coalition government? That's why I'm saying, because economy, we are weak, so we have to depend from the center. So whatever we're trying to form the government with the national party, because it's easy for us, easy for the state government to go to Delhi. unless we are not, stand in our own feet, we have to depend from them, at least to be with the national party. So, but this time I'll tell you, it might be different, but yes, let's see, because now the election is very, interesting, very tricky also to see. Nobody can, can judge, can, predict also. It's very difficult. But yes, let's see. It's depend post-election.
Yes, sir. So that was Sir Bante Darlingdor speaking to us about the People's Democratic Front. To watch other videos of our interviews with different leaders of different political parties, we have a playlist titled Insight into Political Parties and Platforms. Thank you for watching.